Hello, Yizhao Martins, licensed marriage and family therapist, couples therapist. Today, our topic is a bit heavy, discernment in relationships and marriages. So let's light a candle to support our conversation today. This is a vanilla rose. So when do you know it's time to throw the towels in the air and say, I'm done, moving on. I don't want to work on this relationship anymore. And when do you dig your heels in saying, let's push through, let's do more work, let's make it work? That is discernment. There are a lot of books on discernment and making decisions. One of my favorite is David Ritchell's Ready. It talks about when to leave, stay, and when to go, not just in marriages and relationships, but also for work, career choices, housing, and any major decisions. My thought process are like this. I tend to ask myself, what are your values related to this on relationships and marriages? So what's important to me and what is it for me to stay? What's in there for me to stay? I'm thinking about love, deep connections, mutual support, growth, and healing. And then I inquire what are my partner's values on relationships and marriages? What's important to them? And what's in there for them to be in this and work and stay? And I will inquire and I will explore with them. And then sometimes I write it down. Sometimes it's a conversation organic happening between two people to really find out, are we aligned in our values? What are the differences? Maybe we have different words expressing the same thing. Sometimes we have the same words, say talking about connection. You may have a very different understanding about what connection means. For some people, it's sexual connection. For other people, it is emotional, physical, sexual, and spiritual, or something more, the connection. So what does it mean? Really get into the concept and be curious about the deep meanings from each other about those values. And are they fundamental differences? Or it can be negotiated. Did we grow apart, like we align originally, now we grow apart, and we have different values about relationships and marriages. So they're not aligned anymore. Let me ask, what is fundamental differences? Well, it really depends on your understanding and value what's important to you. If having children and a family is very important to you, that will be a fundamental topic. If you're different on that, that will be a fundamental difference. Another common one will be monogamy, for example. Say this couple met each other, they're both monogamous, and they decide to enter a monogamous marriage. They had children, and at some point, one partner had some growth and have some change in them. They decided they want to explore open relationship, open marriage. But their partner is very much hold still on the monogamy concept and does not want to explore or open up their relationship. So if both of them can hold their ground and be true to themselves, then they have a fundamental difference between them. That is non-negotiable. You're either monogamous or not monogamous. For the people who are monogamous and you may want to discuss, or non-monogamous, you may discuss what does it mean for you. There's also different understanding and different boundaries about the monogamy, non-monogamy. But the worst discussion, that's a very extreme case. Most of the couples I see in my private practice do not share that quality, and they tend to be in more of the gray and blurry area. For example, one partner may want a more emotional intimacy and connection, and the other partner may never thought about it or even know what that means, right? They could have entered a marriage not thinking about emotional connection, but more focused on financial, sharing support, co-parenting together, having a family, following the path that's being taught to them, like in traditional Chinese culture. Emotional connection was not valued. But with the time change in modern life and people learn and read about things, and one partner may want an emotional connection, intimacy, and they bring up to explore the topic. So can the partner wants that really stay their ground by saying, I want emotional connection in my relationship, even though that was not part of the deal when we met. Now I want this. This is fulfilling to me. I want to open up to it and develop that in our marriage. I will not be satisfied if we don't have that, or I don't have that in a marriage or committed relationship. And the other partner have a choice to say, really dig some inside deep and see, is this something I'm willing to take risks to expand myself, to be open to, even though that's scary, that's new to me. I don't even know what that entails, and I'm certainly not good at it. But I want this relationship. I want to be closer to my partner. So am I willing to do that, to learn and to discover if that's a possibility? Or maybe not. Maybe the partner is saying, well, this is not something that's important to me. I don't even know what it is. And I don't have the time and energy, or I don't want to spend the time and energy to explore that. It's not necessary in my relationship. I'm very happy with a marriage or a committed relationship that's only having financial stability, support, mutual support, and co-parenting together with some physical intimacy or not. I'm content with that. But I love you so much. I value our relationship. I'm deeply attached to you, but I'm willing to let you be free to have this element of the relationship that you really need, really important to you. That takes a lot of courage, isn't it? It takes a lot of self-definition, a lot of courage to either taking risks of trying something new or staying your ground to be true to yourself and not getting taken over by another person's demands, needs, emotions, and thoughts and values. All of this one I'm talking about takes a lot of time, conversations, exploration, sometimes somatically, sometimes spiritually, sometimes emotionally. No matter what the outcome is, I can predict that the two of you, after all the series of conversations, will have better understanding of yourself and of the other person, and you have more calmness and connection in your relationship. So what are your thought process in making major decisions like relationship, to leave or stay in a marriage? Next time, I will talk more about professional discernment counseling and how I do discernment in my private practice, and to give you some thoughts and ideas as to explore different part of you, the part I want to leave and the part I want to stay. Until next time, and I will blow the candle.